Hello again, everybody, and welcome to some Toonkind D&D. This is 12 FPS. My name is Whis. I'm one of your players for today, and I'm playing an annoying dragonfly. He's here to be a menace.
We love to see it.
And I am joined by the delightful, talented, and all-around funny and great...
I'm never going to get used to that. Hi, I'm Candlestick, and today I'm going to be playing my uptight wizard, Crystal Everlight, who has no idea what she's in for.
This is true. This is very true. Now, before we started recording, I did roll something, and I've just decided that because it's very funny, I'm going to roll it at disadvantage. So let me just roll it again. That's only mildly worse. I think that'll stand. That's unfortunate.
Okay,
So
that is unfortunate. Maybe he can be a nuisance in other ways.
Oh, I don't doubt it. This is Haddy we're talking about. So timeline-wise, this takes place after Miss Helicles' riding school and after sketch refinement, but before all the things currently in progress.
Yeah.
Before and then
before off key, if anyone needs a particular title name, it also probably takes place after breaking open the shell, from Crystal's point of view as well.
Yes. Yeah. So that's where this sort of slots in. So Crystal is currently still staying at Juniper's house, I believe. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, what's she up to?
I think at the moment, because again there are a lot of people in a very small apartment at the moment, Crystal has decided to go back to her apartment to pick up some of her research books there, and also maybe get away from all of the chaos for a little while.
They mean well, but Juniper and TOC can be quite overbearing, perhaps.
Yeah, probably hovering if I know the two of them any.
We love them dearly, though.
Yep.
Okay. Well, how about we start with Crystal rolling a perception?
Oh, fantastic. These always tend to go one of two extremes. Actually, that's not too bad.
Oh, 13.
Yeah.
It probably doesn't register straight away because it's not super duper high, but he does kind of stand out, I guess. He's a 3'5" dragonfly, and he's pale blue, and he's just sort of leaning against the wall beside Crystal's apartment door as she approaches. So she probably doesn't register that he's there straight away as she comes out. Does it if there's a lift or up the stairs or what have you? But as she kind of gets down, it's like, nope, that is my door. The peck is he doing here?
I think it's probably a double take, she's probably got some of her books or something that she's distracted with, and it just sort of looks up and is like, oh hi Haddy, and then just keeps going, and this is like, wait, what? Looks back.
Well, hello to you too, miss.
How did you find my address?
I've got means and ways. I wouldn't worry your pretty little head about that none. He's just smiling at her.
His open mouth to argue, thinks better of it, closes her mouth. Just a bit of a sigh, like, yep, no, I'm not pursuing that line of thought.
I mean, she knows his family name. So.
Yeah. Honestly, now that she thinks about it, it's probably it's probably not that an suspect. He probably just asked Rye or something.
Yeah.
So couple more moments and then Do you want to come in?
Oh, sure. I mean, I came all this way.
Yes, you did. How have you been? She's currently I should probably roll a d10 for that to see if she can find her keys.
Just fumble straight out of the gate.
I haven't fumbled on her yet, so that would be fun. 3. Nope.
Dang.
She has an organized hammer space.
Alas and alack.
One day.
It'll happen. All the shells will come tumbling down. Oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Been doing quite well, actually. But you know, if I'm going to get straight to the point, I really didn't come here to talk about me.
Yeah, right, well, Eenie, Miny, Mo have been staying with Juniper and I. I'm not sure if you knew that. They've been doing better. It hasn't come off yet.
Yeah, I was worried about that. But as long as their minds are their own, that's an improvement, eh?
Do you want to roll an insight at all?
Sure. What's your insight, Haddy? Oh, yeah, it's not too bad. It's not great, but it's a 13.
I might roll. Yeah, I'm gonna roll this. I'm gonna roll a deception. Yeah, there's a little bit of a pause that goes on a bit long at that comment.
And Haddy's just gonna give her a bit of a raised eyebrow expression. It's like, yeah, got something to add to that, kid?
It's complicated. They're still suggestible to commands, unfortunately.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So like those critters we were riding then. Same stuff.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to think about it. I've just been doing what I can to see if I can find a solution. Would you like some tea?
Sure. What kinds you got?
Well, should have plenty of most things actually.
Oh, I've got to roll his hammer space. I've got to roll his hammer space. I have to do this bit. That's a 7. Great. Haddy's going to think about it for a second and then do that kind of motion and reach into his coat, and he's going to pull out a small little box. Here, you might eat this one. And he just sort of offers over this little box.
And she's gonna take it with a raised eyebrow that Haddy cannot see.
And
Gotta look at the box. Does it have anything she can identify? Do I need to roll an investigation on it?
I mean, you're welcome to. The box itself is like just a what they called, like a Tupperware container, like the really small System of clicky ones.
Yep.
And it's clear, so you can see the tea in it. It's a black tea.
You did not have to roll that high, my dear.
Wow, that's a 25. 25 on investigating this small Tupperware of black tea.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's definitely tea. It has.
Yep.
It is distinctly tea. It's kind of got a bit of
always a good thing to check.
It's got a bit of an earthy, almost floral kind of smell to it. It's not not quite a salon, and it's not a Lady Grey. It's not doesn't kind of have the same smell as other loose leaf teas that Crystal has been in the presence thereof. But it doesn't smell like it's a smoky tea. It's definitely not like a Lapsang Souchong or anything like that, or a Russian Caravan. It's probably on the smoother side of the tea spectrum. I'm trying real hard not to tea nerd in the middle of our FPS.
No, it's fantastic. I'm just like, oh, these are all names I've never heard of.
Yes, here is our tea. Fun fact for the day. Every variety of tea is the same plant.
Yep.
Black tea, white tea, green tea, the same plant. There's your fun fact for the day.
Just the different methods that make the different versions of it.
Different methods, different growing conditions, different additives, etc., etc., etc. But it's the same plant. If it doesn't actually have this plant in it, it's technically not a tea. It's an infusion.
Huh. That I didn't know.
Yeah. So, like, a rooibos is not a tea because it does not contain that plant.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's cool to know.
Yeah. There's our tea facts.
Fun!
Yes, Crystal knows a surprising amount about tea, apparently. With that.
Yeah, no. This tracks, honestly. This is not the first time I've rolled for tea for anyone in her family, and they always get high, so I'm guessing it's a family trait.
Oh, great.
So there's a yeah, she does a bit of investigation on it, partly to check that it is actually tea. Not that she doesn't trust Haddy with this, just that it's probably not the first time someone has been like, here, use this tea, and then it's not tea. So
some random ass herbs.
yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah, and also to see if she can identify it because she takes pride in that. So, yeah, she's gonna go put the, go boil the jug. And where'd you get this?
Oh, it's a local specialty. Not local, Toontown local, but local where I live.
Ah, yes. Where are you from? If you don't mind me asking.
One of these days I will remember to ask Wild whether or not they're still keeping their address secret. Screw it. Oh, I live in Halloween Town, actually.
Ah, right. I don't believe I've ever been. That's, actually, I'm gonna roll a history for this. Yep. She does know about it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's not hard to know about Halloween Town. It is kind of one of the major population centers in Gisnep. Because, I mean, you've got Happiest Place, Toontown, Halloween Town, and you know what? Those are the three major ones, actually, now that I'm thinking at it. Without looking at the map, those are the three major ones.
Yeah. And not really counting the ones around Toontown, which I kind of see as, like, like,
well, I mean, you've got Knick-Knack Town, which is so close it may as well be a Toontown suburb. And then you've got Fraymore Town, but then there's also Witsend is further north.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about where I live, and there's a bunch of places that are technically different areas, but they're so close together that they kind of just merge into one.
Yes, I think I've lived in some of those suburbs before, actually.
Yeah, but I was just like, this is a recording online. Yeah, I'm not giving people that information, sorry.
Yes, no, that's fair. Very, very valid. But yes, so, yeah, Halloween Town. It is to the south... Never eat soggy Weet-Bix. Southeast of Toontown.
Yeah, along the river.
Yeah.
I actually... this also makes sense from I know that Halloween Town has a lot of like curse breaking stuff, which would probably be of particular interest in Crystal's area of research.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she will continue. Ah, yes, I've never been. I probably should. Their curse breaking repertoire is incredible, frankly.
Oh yeah, they're experts and that sort of thing. And you know, it's a lovely place. Our neighbor is a ghost.
Fascinating.
Nice kid. He's a very nice kid. Hard to deal with though, because it doesn't really have a whole lot of mass. Probably the only people that can sneak up on me.
Yes. Have you always been?
Go blind.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, that was probably rude of me to ask.
Nah, most people don't, you know. They look at the cane and be like, oh, okay, we're just not going to talk about that subject. Most people don't ask. But no, I was born blind. I don't actually have any visual memories. And we checked.
It's. I suppose in some ways that's probably better than the alternative.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I couldn't picture it. Couldn't picture anything different. But yeah, no, I've had to get around. Some people can't even tell. It's actually quite funny.
You did pretty good on riding those creatures, I will admit.
No, I did not. And I damn nearly fell off of that damn snail. I'm not gonna lie. If my auntie hadn't been there, I would have been straight on my ass.
Well, I ended up on my ass, so you still got one up on me.
Yeah, but you were on what, like, some sort of flying horse. You can't expect that to go fast. A snail? Apparently it's snails if you kick 'em backwards. Going to hyperdrive. And how the bloody beck was I supposed to know that? How in hell? In what universe is that common knowledge? Apparently an anti-whiskey is not a universe. But I don't know.
She strikes me as the sort to know that sort of thing.
Oh yeah. And I mean, she's old. She's had a lot of life to learn all sorts of damn things.
Yeah. How's she doing, by the way?
There. She's been well looked after.
I'm glad.
I didn't even have to threaten any of the people at the hospital. I just had to go, now, don't let her die. Not quite ready to put her on the wall. Don't think anyone is.
Yeah.
But here we are. You've managed to convince me to talk about me instead of talking about you, which was the whole point of me coming to check on you. You're good. And he kind of waggles his cane at her.
Sorry, that's me laughing. No, it's not Chris. Just sort of just blinking at the wait, what? Sort of. I don't know if there's much to say.
I'm just gonna quickly have Haddy roll an insight.
That's fair enough.
Nice, Haddy, nice. That's what we like to see. That's a 22.
Yeah, okay. So, for the most part, okay. She believes what she's saying. But, yeah, she is she has been struggling. Haddy can probably pick up that she probably does sound a bit more exhausted than the first time they met. And God, it's so hard to sort of figure out what to give. Especially because I'm just trying to figure out her frame of mind right now. I mean, what they went through was a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And and she definitely knew the person from beforehand. And Hattie did catch some of the things she said during that like
Mm.
aftermath. Um, and so in some ways as well, it's kind of true that there isn't been much of a change since the last time they
Mm.
met.
Okay. All right. Hattie's just gonna sort of lean back a little. Kid, you well, I can't say that any of us came out of that alright, but they're your friend, eh? Friends, bro. What's the correct way to address them?
Uh, Friends, they they are they may share a body, but each of them does have their own personality.
Alright, we can work with that. They're your friends. And, well, it's a damn peckin' shit way to find your friends.
She doesn't respond to that, and I'm gonna roll off that insight that there is a feeling of guilt coming off of her.
Mm-hmm. I think Hattie's just gonna give a very abrupt bzz of his wings just to pinpoint her, and then he's just gonna walk on over and then just start prodding her in the side with his cane. Poke, 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 poke. And it's made out of plastic, so no dangers there, but poke, poke, poke. Plastic? Wood. Plastic and wood. Poke, poke.
You get a sort of splutter and what? Hey, stop that!
Nope. Not gonna. Poke, poke, poke.
What? What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to, well, initially I'm trying to baffle you out of a funk, but if you're not gonna be honest with yourself, how are you gonna get over honest with me, eh? Come on.
And Hattie can't see it, but she did just run her hand down her face and like push her glasses up to like yeah. It's I don't know what to tell you. I know it wasn't a pleasant way to find them, but it, we didn't. It's my fault that they left.
Left there.
That they ended up there. If I hadn't, I kicked them out.
Hmm. And, well, sometimes people overstay their welcome. I'm lucky Pom Pom hasn't kicked me out of the house, quite frankly.
Pum Pum?
It's my cousin.
Right. Yeah, we got into a fight. I said some things in anger. So did they. It wasn't pretty.
Fates really are. And I could hear a guilt in your voice. You really think that you kicking them out is the reason they ended up in that place?
I don't know.
I do. And it ain't.
But if I'd known, maybe I could have found them sooner, before.
You don't know that. Have you talked to them? Found out how much they remember?
No, not really. I don't know if they want to talk to me at the moment.
Well, there's only one way to find out. And you're gonna have to talk to them eventually.
You do know me very well.
I don't. I will admit that.
Let's just say the last fight I got into, we didn't talk for over a year, and that was my sister.
Oof. Well, sounds like a very easy problem to solve. Don't get into a fight. Talking doesn't mean fighting.
You make it sound so easy.
Hey, look, I'm a bard. Talking is one of the things I'm damn good at.
Huh. Well, you do not have that skill.
People skill something you let atrophy?
I suppose you could say that.
Well, thankfully, people skills is something that you can always build back up. And I got to say, there is no way to tell it how those three ended up in that place unless you ask them. Because goodness only knows a picnic that in charge of that damn place isn't going to be talking anytime soon. So we have to find our answers elsewhere. Well, yeah, you said the whole attunement thing. But one way or another, we're not going to get our answers there. Not promptly.
No.
And if they
I suppose you're right.
If they remember, they're gonna be the ones to ask. But I know you're not the reason they were there. She was the reason they were there. You didn't slap that armor and those collars on them. She did. So fault is entirely in her camp.
I suppose you're right.
I am. I'm often right. People should listen to me more often.
I don't know. The last time I listened to the two of you, I ended up committing mail fraud.
You did! And it was a good thing too, wasn't it? In the end?
I suppose so, yes.
No, you kind of get used to it when you're rolling with stagehands. It's just part of the course.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if I want to be a stagehand. That seems like a little bit too much excitement for my life.
Well, I mean, are you up for adoption? I don't think so.
No, no. Not. Actually, I'm gonna roll this. Have you put this together at all or not? No, she has not. That was a 5.
Oh dear. Great.
She has not put together that Juniper and TOC have basically adopted her.
Oh, great. I mean, I don't think Haddy knows anything about Juniper and TOC, but he was more saying it from the perspective of, I think you kind of got your life sorted. I mean, we can adopt you if you want, but I don't feel like that's what you want. So, like...
Yeah, no, she doesn't need to be adopted. She's doing perfectly fine, at least in her own opinion. Maybe less true at the moment, but
Amazing. But, no, I can tell. I may not be able to see you, but I can tell you sound tired. You sound like you've put a whole lot of responsibility on your shoulders for a whole lot of things that you shouldn't be the one to carry.
I need to do something. And I'm the only one who can help with this sort of thing. It's not that it seems to be helping much at the moment.
You know, I've heard similar sentiments from other people very dear to me. And, I call bullshit. You're not the only one who can help. And teamwork makes the dream work. We're toons, that's how this works. If you try and strike it out on your own and not get other people involved, it doesn't necessarily end up well for you or for the problem you're trying to solve. And for that point, I get it. I don't want to leave things like this either. I may not know him, but having someone in that position, just because they're an animal toon, doesn't sit with me. So maybe it's not my business. But I'm a stagehand. We're good at putting our noses where it don't belong.
Okay, I just rolled a whiz save for Crystal because that hits upon a lot of things that she has some
hang-ups about?
Yeah, guess what I rolled?
A nat 1?
No.
A nat 20?
Yes. So, she actually seems to be pretty, like, contemplative of this, and it's probably because, yeah, things don't seem to be working very well with, she's put a lot of time and effort in for years, honestly, on trying to solve things by herself, and that's not really worked out. But, I don't think she's really going to comment on that. Instead, the point of the animal tunes, like just looking at Haddy and knowing, having met, well, honestly, all of the stagehands that she's met so far, none of them have been particularly human.
No.
I mean, Rye's probably the closest, but
yeah, I was gonna say they've all been animal tunes bar one. And
yeah,
she's met 4. She's met 4.
Yep. So there's no, I can't imagine it would.
I had to go and do my own sort of self-care to get my own thoughts out, and luckily I've got a support network. But if you're trying to play it cool, be the lone wolf, where's your support? We all need it. It's not a weakness.
It's not really something I've ever had before.
Yep. Never too late to start. I'm sure there's someone that you know that you would rely on. I mean, the three of them. Maybe. They might have some insight. Provided they were awake when the armour was put on.
No, you're right. They're smarter than most people give them credit for. Even if they can be infuriatingly impulsive most of the time.
I'm gonna have to find the time to catch up with them. We didn't really talk, because they couldn't really at the time. They sound like a hoot. Impulsive and frustrating picnics, that sounds right up my alley.
Well, yeah, they sure are both of those things. I'm gonna roll just in the lull in the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think that's good enough. Crystal remembers she put the jug on and forgot to pick up the tea.
Go and make tea.
So, yeah, I think she has to go and like turn it back on. Just let it boil again.
Story of my life, my gosh.
I think this time she like stands next to the kettle as it's boiling so that she can grab out some stuff, like grab out the cup, bring the tea back over.
Yep. Fair enough. Haddy's going to find the dining table and sit down.
Yeah, thankfully it's probably cleaner than normal just because most of her work is not on the table at the moment.
Luckily, she can be confident that this particular blue toon cannot snoop on her shit.
Yeah.
Because she does not write in Braille.
No, she does not.
God. So, how did you meet those three? They don't really strike me as your childhood friends or anything like that.
No, we met on a sorry, and this is me, the player trying to remember what like basically like a case, but I'm just trying to think of the right term for it, like oh god, I can't
An adventure, a research mission.
Yeah, I think she's just gonna go. We met on a job. It was a case at an art museum where the painting had come to life because of the paint used. I was brought in because of my expertise in magic and magic nullification. They were looking for work. I guess that's also how I met Juniper, who I'm staying with at the moment.
Oh, right. Neat.
Yes, it was interesting to say the least. I can't say that they left a particularly good first impression or second impression or Uh,
Third
they,
probably wasn't too bad.
yeah, they grow on you. Um, yeah.
Hmm. Yeah. From all evidence, they seem like you've found a good bunch of friends in them.
Sorry, I missed what you said. Like,
Ah.
uh,
Sounds like you found a good bunch of friends in them.
yeah, yeah. She nods. Yeah, yeah. It's
So
still infuriating sometimes, but yeah.
that's what friends are for. You should see my friends. I kicked one of them in the back of the head yesterday. He deserved it. But you get to know your people, you know? And they're your people.
Hmm.
And sometimes your
Never.
people just need a kick in the back of the head. And he sort of shrugs.
Well, that's not really my style, but levitate tends to do the trick.
Oh yeah, you got some good use out of that. I don't know that one.
I only learnt it recently. It's come in handy.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean, if people can't run, they can't run away. But damn good. Hmm. Yeah. And he's put his cane down, leaned it against the side of the table, and then he just sort of lifts up his left hand and just sort of rotates it at the wrist thoughtfully. Like he's not looking at it
Mm.
because there's no point, but he's just sort of moving it slowly, going, ponder, think.
Yeah, I think he. That was a perception I rolled. She has noticed the marks um on his wrist, up his arm, and
Yeah, I think
I
it'd be
think
quite obvious to her that it's not part of his original design.
yeah. I think her own hand sort of like goes up to her arm because she's recently acquired some scars of her own, and if you don't mind me asking,
Hmm.
what happened to your arm?
Oh, this? I, I can't feel any different. I keep forgetting that it's different colour. If I'm quite honest. Um, hmm. The long and short of it was used as a chew toy by a giant half-dead dog who had no sense of hygiene. And then when it healed, it looked like this. Uh, but yeah, it doesn't hurt. If that helps.
Did it take some getting used to?
Well, like I said, it doesn't feel any different. It was couple of sessions with the therapist, not gonna lie. I may have almost attacked a cleric. Just the once. But, you know, we work on these things. Uh, is yeah, it doesn't feel any different. But, at first it certainly gave me some phantom pains and twinges. And,
Hmm.
some of my new magic seems to come from there, for the most part.
That's not common, not unheard of, but interesting.
It can be quite impressive. I'm told it glows when I'm casting stuff. Let me just pull up his spell list. What are your sorcerer things? Oh yeah. So he's just going to shocking grasp the air, and so there's just these purple and blue crackles that just go around his hand, and those marks do glow as well.
There's. She nods and then realizes that he can't see it, and is just like, that is very impressive.
I'll take your word for it. It's fun, actually. Lightning's a little tingly. I think my auntie likes that I can do lightning now. I mean, one of her nicknames is Lightning in a Bottle. She's slowing down now because she's old. But, I know, that happens. I mean, the oldest person I know is a tortoise. So, you can't get much lower than that.
I suppose that's true. Did people react differently after you got your injury?
Yeah. He kind of puts his elbows on the table and puts his hands together and rests his chin on them. Oh yeah, they did. They absolutely did. Pom Pom was definitely a lot more protective of me for a while. And, well, no one in our family likes to see someone hurt. No one wants to see their loved ones hurt. And, I'm no exception. But they're kind of used to it now. It's been a good couple of months. And, there's no raised scarring, there's no loss of movement, no anything. It's just different colours. So, I had to get used to it.
That was a roll to see who was
Flipping
going to bring up her own scars, but nope.
Aw.
I think she's just kind of silent for a little while and just sipping at her tea. Doesn't really know what to say.
I think Haddy's going to let that silence drag a little bit. But he is going to smile after a second or two. It just means that they care. And I got a particular different set of circumstances. Given as I'm blind, I've always been tiptoed around a little. Not babied, because I can still get around. But, well, I'm the only blind stagehand, so.
Ha! That hits.
He's not even doing this on purpose. I'm sorry, Crystal.
I'm actually gonna roll a deception this time.
All right.
Okay.
I'm just automatically gonna roll to contest. I think she might have him on that one. Yeah. They're all visual cues, and he sees none of them.
I kind of want to give him advantage because she should be called out for this.
I mean, okay. All right. Let's see what happens. No. No, that was a nat one.
Oh my god.
Alas. Maybe next time.
God, what are you gonna say now? I actually don't think she's gonna respond again because she doesn't know what to say to that.
Oh dear. Well, I think when he gets no response, he's going to sort of buzz his wings a bit and then feel around on the tabletop to try and find his tea. and then pick it up in his little nub hands and take a sip and sigh. Yeah, it's a good tea. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not the usual sort of one that I tried before. I like the flavor. It's mild, which is always tends to be a crowd pleaser. And it's nice to try new things.
I'd agree. And well, this one's got a bit of a second knife to it. He says cryptically, and then has another sip of his tea.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll her an intelligence. Can you put together? Because I've put together, I think, what means.
Well, she can roll an insight too.
Oh, that's. Well, no. It was. Oh, God, no, I don't think she's put together. I think maybe she's put together Halloween Town. There's probably a joke in there somewhere, but hasn't put together exactly what it means. Which, you know, is probably for the best.
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, dear Haddy, you're such a shit. The best thing about it is, like, it's legitimately just good tea. Like, straight up.
Yeah.
But it's their... They have to commit to the bit now. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's great. Nope, she's still not bringing up any of her past. She's still not opening up because this girl is nothing if she's not stubborn.
Okay, well, here, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll a persuasion. What's your persuasion? Yeah. I'm just going to see what happens. Oh, no, that's shit. Haddy, why are you good at this against other stagehands, but shit with everybody else? It's only an 8. I don't think he can accidentally just sort of guide the conversation that way, no matter how charismatic he is. Dang.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna have to see if it comes up organically because so far the dice have said no.
Unless he's particularly blunt about it, which is also an option.
Yeah, I mean he can be.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, I'm glad you're doing all right, in quotes. I was worried. You did seem out of sorts when we parted ways, which is fair and understandable.
Yeah, suppose it. I suppose I was. I wasn't really thinking much at the time about that.
It was one long day.
Yeah. It's been a few of those recently.
Want to talk about it? I mean, I know technically I'm a stranger. You've met me twice, but you know, I'm a good ear.
I don't know what to say. Just a lot of things happened recently.
First thing on your
A lot
mind. How you feel. What you felt like you wanted to do but couldn't. What you could do but didn't. Anything.
of regret. A lot of things I wish I could take back and change.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes, hey. I understand that too. But if there's one thing that I've had to teach myself, and let myself be taught, feeling all of that guilt, the what if I could have, what if I didn't, it just hurts. Much better to focus on the things you can control. I've let people down and they don't blame me for it. But I made a personal promise to not let them down again. Not let anyone down the same way. And that's something that I can control. Something I can work on. It's not going to fix what I did not do. But it's going to mean I'm in a much better position later to make sure it doesn't happen again.
They're more forgiving than I've been.
Why is that?
Just mistakes that couldn't be reversed. Held on to that anger for a long time.
Anger is exhausting.
Yeah, I suppose it is. It's, don't know much different nowadays.
Mate, no time like the present to let it go. You may be surprised what you've got the energy for once you're not spending all your time holding on to things like that.
Yeah, it's... I don't know. I don't know if I know how.
You want to know the good news?
Sure, I could use some good news.
You don't have to figure it out on your own.
I... But I've never asked for help before. I don't know how.
Doesn't have to be anything complicated. You might be asking for help in more languages than just common. You'd be surprised what the people who love you can read from you without you meaning.
Yeah.
God damn it, Crystal.
No, I'm overriding that. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I think she is. This is probably the easier one to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
It's less emotional backstory baggage charged, at least. So I think she pauses for a couple of moments and then I have scarring now after that sound attack.
Oh yeah, that pecking hurt.
Yeah, well, and she tinks a little bit on her arm. doesn't help when you're essentially made of glass.
I wasn't going to ask. But yeah, you do sound like this.
It's well, it's not technically glass.
Oh, you got an
It's
aesthetic.
tunes. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you got an aesthetic happening. Alright, fair enough.
It's
So, oof. So that
genetic.
actually. Oh, alright. Neat. So that damaged your design.
That, yeah, it was that and the being not smart afterwards.
Oh?
Uh, the S. I haven't shown anyone the extent of the scars because it didn't heal right where I touched the armor.
The armor. I'm gonna roll him a history. Partially because I don't remember whether or not that was sort of half pseudo explained to him in that game or not.
It was she did mention to Little Whiskey and Haddy that she couldn't touch the doors because they were
That's
made of
right.
iron.
That's right. Okay.
And Little Whiskey put it together, but I don't know if Haddy did.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that was a. What's your history? +2. Okay, so that was a dirty 20. So he's definitely going to remember that, and he's going to think, and then I'm going to roll him an Arcana. Oh, except that's only an 8. Yeah. Whoops. That is an exclamation mark. Yeah. Yeah. Arcana is not really his strong suit. She's like, oh yeah, you had something about iron, didn't you?
Yeah. And now I need to roll her something. Is she going, oh, what do I roll for this? Maybe wisdom? Okay, that's a 16. Because Juniper said that she shouldn't really be telling people this, but she's also trying to open up a little bit. So, yeah, I think she's going to say, um, it's, well, I'm part Fae, so, yeah.
And there's just a visible pale blue dot dot exclamation mark over at his head. Oh, right. I understand now. Oh, pig. Oh, pig. Oh, right. Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. Not. Rules about Fae don't apply to all Fae, it depends where they come from, but the iron thing tends to be pretty consistent.
Right. Oh, that's awful. Alright. Now I understand. It all becomes clear. Oh, pig. Oh, bloody pig. Oh, dear. Right. I can see why that might be an issue, especially if the armor is iron based. Oh, yep. Right. So it's more like, what, burns? Then?
Yeah, It
Damn.
along where it cracked, it burned.
Does it still hurt? I mean, I got heals for the day if you're still in any pain.
No, I went to the hospital for it, and it's. I mean, it feels a little weird, but not causing any pain most of the time. Just it's extensive.
I just wrote Haddy an insight. Where is it? There. It's an 11. That's not great.
No, I mean it's above a 10.
It
so,
is above a 10. Like, I think it's
probably get
enough.
some general vibes.
Yeah, general vibes. I think it's probably also enough for him to connect the dots between her talking about this now and her asking about his scarring earlier.
Yeah.
Right. Are you worried that people are going to treat you different because of those scars?
Sort of. Yes. No. I'm less worried that. I don't. Like. More that they're gonna. Well, that some people are going to take the wrong conclusion from it. And. Partially because I don't want to have to explain it.
You could just not explain it in that much detail. I mean, if you got scarring and someone says, "Oh, hey, what happened?" I got hurt. Full stop.
I suppose that is technically true.
It's 100% true. It's not in any great detail, but it's true. So, an option. But, like, what wrong conclusions were you worried about?
Well, I'm worried that Eenie, Miny, and Mo are going to think it's their fault.
Quite frankly, most armour ain't based on iron. To my knowledge, it's not my area of expertise, I will admit that. But how would either of you have known? And really, in the heat of the moment, none of you would have cared. As someone you cared about. And frankly, we had such a shit day. I couldn't see there'd been any other reaction to finally getting what you wanted out of that day. Getting them free enough.
Yeah. But, it's not always easy for you to believe the logic, even when it's, you know it to be.
Yeah, I know. But keeping secrets ain't the way to go. You got to talk to them about it. Because if you refuse to talk about it, then they are gonna draw conclusions. They might think you blame them for it. Which is worse. An even worse outcome.
Yeah, trying. That's why I brought it up. I'm trying to practice.
Good on you. That's good.
I'm really not good at this.
It's a skill. Being able to talk to people, and bloody heck, I'm not even really that good at opening up. I'm a hermit. Used to. Reformed hermit. I spent almost 20 years of my life with no friends. Except for my family. And, didn't go out of the hub without anyone. I don't think I'd been out of the Toontown hub for not often. Not often. So, I understand about the whole not being a good peopling person. There are definitely better bards than me. But when it comes to opening up, stagehands are dreadful for it, if I may say. Oh, you should see the lot of us with dreadful.
You don't seem too bad.
I'm trying not to be a hypocrite, quite frankly. I can't go around telling Pom Pom and all the others, open up, damn it, for peck's sake. You're dying, and I need you to tell me things, and then I can't say these things and then clam up. I'm not going to make myself a hypocrite out of myself, alright? It's not going to happen.
Hmm.
Be the change you want to see in the world,
Yeah. I suppose that's not a unusual sentiment for myself. Just never thought about applying it that way.
Shake things up, look at things from a different angle. You'd be surprised what you can come up with.
Not my usual forte, I will admit. I very good at pursuing things, regardless of anything else.
You go out putting the blinkers on.
Yes. Can't see it, but I do have a fair few books that are a lot of years of work.
And Haddy just he makes a motion as if he were looking around the room, and he's smiling, and you are going to roll an insight on him if you want.
Sure, sounds good. Okay, well, that's not terrible, but it's not great either, so
13?
that's a 13.
Yeah, Crystal can definitely get that there's some sort of he's thinking of similarities between Crystal and somebody that he knows and is quite fond of.
Yeah, okay. I think she's gonna raise an eyebrow at that, but she's not gonna pursue it. Unfortunately, because that's it's still hard for her to like personal questions and stuff like that.
Bless, she is trying.
Yeah.
He's gonna take a second and he's gonna drain his teacup and then put it down. Well, thank you for having me unannounced. If you ever feel like dropping by us, you should pop down the Halloween town. I can show you around.
Honestly, I've had way more explosive unannounced guests before, so this was pleasant, and that sounds nice,
I
honestly.
was considering coming in through the window, but I don't think my parkour is quite that good yet.
That would definitely not be the first time someone has come through my window.
Well, maybe next time, eh?
Yeah, maybe next time. Uh, yes, I don't know when I'm going to be back here. I have not been staying here at the moment. But I'll keep you up to date with that. Do you have? Uh, I have. I keep in contact with Rye. If I send letters to the same place, will you get them there?
Oh, yeah. Next, it'll make sure any mail gets to me.
Okay, and yeah, I'm sure I can probably come up with. Is there a particular sort of way that you like, sort of letter that you prefer getting, like, form of?
Oh, right. Because again, read common. If you know Braille, I read Braille. Otherwise, it's next to Rob Pom Pom can read it out loud for me. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay. She does not know Braille, so
Alas.
I rolled. That was a 4, even with the +8 history modifier. I don't think that's I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Yep.
So that might be on her to-do list of things to learn.
Learn Braille.
Braille. But yeah, no, I think she's gonna get up and do you remember to pick up what you came here for? 18. Yep. It's without any modifiers, so Yep. She's like, wait, one moment, and going to the shelf, grab the things that she needed, gonna put the cups and, like, give them a brief wash out and on the sink, and then gonna get the door.
Yep, alright. Oh, I think I know exactly how I want to end this too. That'd be freaking hilarious.
Should I roll a hammer space to see if she fumbles pulling her keys out this time?
Sure, let's do it for shits and giggles, why not?
Four. Nope.
Dang. It'll happen one day. Today is
It'll
not that
happen
day.
one day.
I think as she looks the apartment, Hattie's just gonna stretch, give his cane a little bit of a twirl, and go, "Would you mind terribly walking me to the teleportation station?"
I can do that.
Great. I have means and ways of not getting lost, but having an actual person leading me around is a hell of a lot faster, must say.
Yes. I can imagine so.
I'm quite proud of myself, though. I've managed to get all around Toontown and not fall down any holes or manholes or anything like that. And I only tripped over and walked into a few things, and none of them were traffic, so I'm winning.
Yeah, you're getting around a lot better than I would without my glasses, but let's try and make sure that you don't have any accidents on the way back.
Greatly appreciated. And I imagine there's some awkward, mindless conversation as they meander down to the teleportation circle station, and Haddy will, pay for a ticket or whatever it is that they have to do at the station. It's not something I actually came up with when I developed it. But yeah, he'll go in and there's the Halloween Town circle, and he's about to step onto it. And is there anything else that you want to do before I do this?
No, I think she's good. She's fine. There's probably a wave and a polite. Do give Rai my regards. And Lynn too.
Oh, right, yeah, sure. Didn't know you knew her. Alright, no, that's fine. Yeah, and oh, by the way, you can keep the rest of that tea if you like.
Right, thank you.
It's made of dead people. And then he's gonna step back onto the circle and disappear.
Just even from like, it's just as he's disappearing, there's like a sort of split. What? Actually, I think it would have been excuse me.
going to be laughing about that for the next hour. He fully expects to get a "Are you freaking kidding?" in the mail very shortly.
I imagine, like, you've just given her something new to research.
Amazing.
Uh,
That's never not going to be funny.
and she rolled so well on her investigation of the tea as well.
Yep.
Amazing. That was great fun.
It was good. Oh man, Haddy makes people want to talk about their problems. Apparently, he does that quite well. Not as good as he's done with other stagehands, but you know, this is his first go with someone who's not related to him. So
yeah, I mean, he's done better than most people have with Crystal, honestly. So
you just need a good poke in the ribs.
yeah, it also helps that she's been susceptible to that sort of stuff at the moment, because a lot of her worldview has been breaking down recently.
Yeah, just gotta push the right buttons. She's been emotionally compromised a few times recently.
Yeah.
And then we fast forward to all the other stuff that's still in progress, and ooh, we get to compromise her again.
Yeah, well, that's going to be fun to resolve.
Yes, it is. Oh, dear. All right. I might go ahead and stop my recording. This has been splendid.
Yeah,
Thank you
me
very much
too.
for
Thank
playing
you.
with me, Candle.
This was great fun. We'll have to do it again sometime soon.
We will. Thank you everyone for listening. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.